Hey, welcome back to the channel. So today I am inspired by Jelly Bean Crafts and Resin Mama to do a tie-dye frog. So my just over an ounce of resin is mixing, and I'm going to pour it into my frog, let that completely cure, and then we'll come back and we'll do the tie-dye effect. I wasn't too sure if my mould was losing its shine, but I think it looks all right. So we're going to give it a go, give them a clean up, wait for that resin to mix, and then we'll come back and get started. Right, so we're back. The resin is mixed and we have put our eyes in. If you know eyes, UV resin and frogs, then you'll know how difficult that they can be, and they can be a pain. So I've left that out so you don't have to endure watching that struggle. So I'm going to pour the resin in, but we're going to do it just up to these parts of his leg, and then we'll just leave that cure and then we'll come back. So let's get pouring. Crystal clear. Perfect. Let's go. Just a tad more. Don't want it overflowing his leg. I think that should be perfect. Yeah, brilliant. So we shall leave that to fully harden, and then once that's done we will come back and we'll break out the neons and then go for the next stage. So I'll see you when it's cured. Hey, welcome back. So our frog has cured. Well, the resin that we poured yesterday has cured. We're bubble free. Look at that shine. And now we're going to do our tie-dye. I did do a stencil, so I'm just going to go round that stencil in the frog and then just take it out before I cure it. I thought it was a genius idea because I'm not the best of doing things like that, so I sometimes need a guide. So I'm using my Let's Resin UV, and I've got purple, pink, green, lime, rose, orange and red. So we are going to do all of those colours. I have got them already prepared, so it's just a case of mixing the resin with my powders and then we can get going. I've probably got a little bit too much, but you know, you can't really. I didn't have a spoon at the time, but I'm hoping that they're going to turn out quite nice. That neon green is just wow. So we've got 7 colours. So we'll get mixing the resin into our little pots and then we will continue. I've never actually done this before, so it's going to be a first for me. So I'll be amazed at how this will turn out. So I'm just putting the resin into the little pots now, and I've got all my stir sticks ready, and then we'll see what we can do. I'm hoping that that is enough. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's plenty. Right, that one's fine, so we'll go with that one. And we'll mix our pink. I am going to be doing a snow globe skull. It's one that I have watched. I can't remember who did it, but I'll link it below in the next video. But that is what I am going to be doing today, once I've done the frog. So that's going to be an interesting one. Right, now for the neon, well, the green, the yellow, lime even. Get it right in a minute. I don't normally measure things out. I just pour and mix and hope for the best. I like to push the boundaries. And if I do have any resin that I have left over, I just pour it into another mould. I think that should be enough for that one. So we've got 7 colours. Oh, I don't like these mixing pots. They've got little bits on the sides. See? I ran out of the little plastic ones. Craft fair and jewellery and Christmas snowflakes and mixing bits and pieces, so some of them do need cleaning, but I'll sort that out. Right, well, I think that's as much mixed as we can. By all means, you can fast forward while I am mixing these colours. I just didn't want you to miss a process. Might have to put a bit more in that one. Yep, that's enough. And then we'll go with our green. It's the wrong time to be using UV resin when the sun's right directly in front of you. so I'm hoping that they don't cure in the little pots. I might just put them to one side once they're all mixed, out of the way of the sun. And then lastly, I'm not sure what colour this is, I think it's a red. Yeah, that's enough. Right, so we shall go ahead and start. Once I've done all the spiral, I'll then go ahead and cure it. And then I'll take the paper out. Chaos. Don't judge me. I haven't done this before, so it is all new. I probably used too much, but as it's the first time, yes, when you learn. Yeah, the colours will run into each other, and that's cool because I'm going to do a spiral and I'm going to stir it like they do with a bloom, that design. I might just take that paper out in a minute because I've got the design I want. Chaos in resin. And then finally, let me just take that paper out. Because I don't really want it sticking. There we go. It's going to create an absolute mess, but who cares? It's fun. And if you're not having fun, you're not doing it properly. There you go. So now we will take our little plastic tool. I did say in the previous video, who the hell uses these things, because they're just so flimsy, but I actually quite like them now. I did buy some silicone ones off Temu, but the tips keep breaking, so I've given up with them now, and we'll just go with these. Right. So now we will cure that once I've got rid of the bubbles. No idea how it's going to look, but I'm hoping it's going to look good. I want some of that to go into his head as well. I want it to go into a point. Like that. There you go. Awesome. Right, so he's curing now. So we will leave that for 150 seconds and then check it, and then we'll come back and see how it is. And I'll be back shortly. Right, so that's now all cured. So we're going to mix some resin up now and then coat him in it. I'm going to clean this bit up because I don't want that. I don't want that affecting the look. You know, I can't think of the word. Brain fog. The overall appearance, should I say. And then these bits in here, just clean them out. And then, yeah, we'll mix the resin up and get him poured. I used the leftover resin to make a little bear. So it looks horrible from that side, but it looks really cute on that side. So what we'll do, we'll get some black resin, mix it with some black, and then just back him so it looks really good. I think that's really cute. Right, let's go get some resin mixed. Hey, and we're back, and the resin is just mixing. It should be finished right about now. So we're just going to give that a stop. And oh, Just let that drain off. I think I might have done my frog wrong, but it's all an experiment. If it goes wrong, I've learnt for next time. I've learnt to do it differently. And that's what it's all about. So we shall see. So I've just drained that off, wipe the paddle down, and then I'll mix the pigment. So the resin is now sorted. I am using Colourfun White that I got in a kit. I like it because I use it for blooms as well. But I haven't done a successful one of those for a few days because I've been trying to do so much for this craft fair. I'm not going to use all the resin because I want to use some for another project. But if we need more, we'll just mix some more up. And this is like pure white. So I'll just carry on mixing that for a minute. Feel free to fast forward. Right, we're now mixed. So I'll just put that to one side. This is Temu resin, right? Look how clear that is. That's why I love using it. That's not been in a debubbler. It's not had any alcohol sprayed on it. Crystal clear. And that's why I love it. Good stuff. But yeah, I think that I've done this I just don't think I've done it right in the way that I wanted it to go, but trial and error. Trial and error. You just never know. I might just have to use a little bit of that resin left over and just mix some more white because I underestimated. That's fine. Just scrape all this out. I don't know if you can top it up with just a bit of white, just a bit of clear. I'm not sure. We'll just mix some more white up, and then you need a little bit, and then fingers crossed that should be enough. So let's reuse this because I want to use that one. Don't need a lot. I think that should be okay to go. Always scrape your sides and your bottom. And now we'll go again. The trouble with mixing another batch or another colour, no, the trouble with mixing like just some extra is the colour change, because I forgot how many drops of white I put in, hence why it's gone streaky like this, but it's all good. Nothing has to be perfect. It adds to the uniqueness of the piece. There. I think that's frog done. I won't put too much more in it because I don't really want to overfill it. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. What would you have done differently? How would you have done it? But we will see in 24 hours. So I'll see you then.